Welcome to CF 2.0 Geek Out, where we deep dive into ClickFunnels 2.0 and how to use it to grow your funnel building business.
Hey, I'm Susan.
And I'm Andrea.
Come along with us as we learn and discover how to use the new ClickFunnels and how to make it bend to our will. Okay, welcome everybody. We're live now. Welcome to CF 2.0 Geek Out. We are going to probably make this a shorter one, but we have some updates. Andrea does mostly. I think I don't have any announcements. Like there's not any updates as far as like when people are going to be getting things. But yeah, so today we don't have a whole lot of like access updates, but Andrea has discovered some things with finishing working on her funnel hub. So I'm going to pretty much turn it over to you, Andrea. Let me make sure you can share. Sure. And I'm interested. I haven't seen anything yet, so this is all gonna be new for me too. So I'm gonna be in here with you guys asking questions, and put your questions and oohs and ahs in the comments with us.
I love it. All right, cool. Okay, so let me pull this up. So one of the questions, okay, so we had two questions. One was about font, and we did discover a secret area that allows you to upload custom font in a like way better way. So we haven't got it to work yet, but we found the area. I can't claim credit, actually. Nicole, big shout out to Nicole Kuntz, who's a designer on my team and funnel builder extraordinaire. And she really deserves most of the credit for, if not all of the credit for this funnel. She has been working her butt off.
Yeah, she's been in there working on stuff.
She has been, yeah. And she is a fellow design hacker.
I love the GIF.
So we finally got GIFs to work. Yay, it's possible. You just upload them as a normal image. And so
okay,
if you want
to fix that, because you tried that.
Yeah. Yep, that wasn't working. Yeah. Which is really, which was cool because that's a game changer. So the other thing, so again, like it, we were able to do, like, if you look at our 1.0, pretty much everything we were able to pull over, which was really great. The one thing that we haven't been able to figure out yet, and again, it's nice, like it's been nice being able to like play with spacing a little bit easier and like a couple more options. And so that part has been really nice. And as you said, Susan, in your build too, we don't have to recreate these every single time. So there's just consistency on all, you can see on like all these buttons. We didn't have to add them in a separate, we just identified the element and brought them in, which was really nice.
Because like I'm working on one right now across all of the funnel. Like I'm adding in some things into this funnel, and it's multiple pages, of course. And I'm like realizing like, oh shoot, like these buttons are not consistently looking. So I'm like going through every single one of them.
Yeah.
Making sure like the corners are set to the right curvature, and the shadows are all on the right thing, and the borders are all the right, like it's every little thing. You have to go to every single button and change it and make sure like, oh wait, was it 10 pixels or was it 15 pixels on the corners? Like I don't remember. And this just like saves so much time. So
yep, it's so true. Yep, it's so true. So that part is so much nicer. And let's see. So anyway, so far I want to talk about this. So there's a little bit of code that Dan Heavey gave us called viewport height that allows us to control if we know that a particular image is of a certain size in the background, we can insert a little bit of code so that we make sure that ClickFunnels doesn't try to be smart, right? And cut it off like what's happening right here. So we haven't yet played with that viewport height code you can see like the rest of the team's heads are kind of cut off, right?
Sorry, is this background in the section or in the row?
In the column.
In the column. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so that I'm pretty sure it's in the column. So anyway, so normally we would do a viewport height in order to do that, but it just is not, we haven't quite got that figured out yet. Yeah. So yeah. But then embeds work great, just as normal. I need to play around with the height of that embed, but everything works great there. And then, all the normal stuff. And again, don't have to worry about, you can see this is a slightly different button, but didn't have to reprogram it, just, had it all from our style sheet, which was awesome. So it's starting to come together. We haven't done our blog page yet because we haven't figured out the blog the blog issue. Oh, I don't think we've published yet the meet the team, but that we do have that. So it's coming together.
I like it. It's really cool. James, hopefully you can hear me better. I turned myself down because I can't tell if my mic's picking up my speakers from Andrea. I really need to plug some headphones in. So I didn't want an echo for you guys. I really like this because, well, sorry, first I can't get over the GIF dancing around on the screen.
That's the whole
plan. But it's really cool because one, it's like cohesive. It looks great. I know you guys have been working on it a lot, but that's really just figuring out the capabilities of 2.0 and like things weren't quite working the way that you needed them to in the beginning. And now they are, like, you know, being able to upload a GIF and have it work. And so like, I can see how you put a lot of time into this, but also how quick it could have come together too, had those things already been working in place. Yeah. And so also, like, it's just really cool design. Shout out to Nicole. She did a great job.
Yeah. Yes. She did a lot of really cool things in here that, well, so like we've decided our voice and tone is of this like Bitmoji conversational, trying to be more human, you know, infuse more human elements into the design. And unfortunately I found Bitmoji from a client. Shout out to a Colleen. She's also a genius and she gave me Bitmojis. But then like animated Bitmojis was like next level that we started going down. I was like, oh man, this is a game changer. I was like, this is so it. So we kind of went crazy with the Bitmoji and we're just going to embrace it as part of our brand. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I like it. Awesome. So I don't know. Do you guys, James is in the comments. Thanks for being here, James. And I know somebody else is watching, but you haven't said anything. So say hello. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to know? We have maybe about 10 more minutes. We could hang around if you guys have questions, want to see something specific on the front end. We can't show you anything on the back end. Yeah. But this is the funnel hub. Not everyone has access to being able to do this yet, but Andrea does, which is really cool. We can kind of learn through what she's doing. Anything else, Andrea, too, that you wanted to talk about?
No, I mean, I think pretty much that's it. I mean, we're playing around with like how to make those buttons, and sorry, it just came away from my screen. Let me pull it back up here. So we're working on like just the anchoring of the buttons to jump down. So like the book, the discovery call, still working on, you know, getting that to jump down, but that's easy. Yeah, haven't figured out the font thing yet.
How's the responsiveness working? The size response.
Oh, good question.
Make things bigger and smaller.
Yeah, hold on just one second. Let me just move the screen behind the screen so we can do that. All right. Okay, so if we look at, actually what I'll do is I'll go into inspect so we can see it more real time. All right, so you can see that's pretty squished. It's been weird.
Oh, but did you use a code at all for, I don't think you did because the columns still didn't look like they were all the same. So I was just going to say, if you used that flex column code, it might be messing that up, but I don't think you have.
Yeah. And one thing that's interesting is here, let me actually try to go, because you can see that was in preview still.
Yeah.
So let me go to the live page. Okay, cool. We're in live page. And now let me go back to inspect and let's just check this out. So weird coloration around the hamburger that happened, but and obviously like there's some space above this GIF, and so we could probably do just like a mobile. We could probably clean that up. That again, like the background isn't optimized for mobile, and so I think this would have to be a case where we do like a mobile only view on that one to fix that, but doable. This is the weird one. I don't know why these are all smushed over on mobile. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Right. So that's what I was wondering. Like, you don't have any code set on those columns at this point, do you?
No.
Okay.
But you can see like they're just 3 normal columns, right? And so it's weird that it would stack the way that it just stacked. I don't think Nicole put flex on there. I could double check. She's like a flex master now, but But it does seem to be acting fairly odd.
And that you're in live mode too. So I noticed when we use Flex code in 1.0 and we're looking at it in the editor, but in mobile view in the editor, it shows it kind of like that, where it's all funny looking like that. Actually, no, it doesn't stack them vertically. It keeps them horizontal, but they're all squished, right? And
Yeah,
then when you go
that's why
into live mode, it displays it the right way. So it is weird that that's doing that.
yeah. This one though, I mean, in mobile, looks better. That rendered the right way. And that just, it needs to be higher. So I think that's the only, what's interesting though, is that that's a 3-column row right there. Where the rest, that's the only place where that's actually happening. So like if I go, I'll do 1440 because that's the most common size. So yeah, that's the only time that we're using that 3-column row. Everything else is, this is 2 and it
2.
stacks fine.
Yeah.
This is a 2 and it stacks fine. So it looks like that's the only one that's a little bit odd. I do wonder, actually, I can't go in there right now, but let me see. I don't think that she put flex code on there yet. But that's the only thing I can think of why that would be. It looks like it's a, let's see, where is that one? This is always dangerous, right? When I'm looking at the inspect where we need our scan. Okay, so it does look like there's no,
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
So it's just one of those ClickFunnels things that they need to figure out, fix.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just a 3-column row. There's no set anything on there. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what we can do on that front.
Report it and then they'll fix it. Exactly. That's where we're at this point. Trying to find all the things. Yeah, see, the columns aren't the same height. So that tells me that she doesn't have flex in there.
Yeah. I know, James, looking forward to getting 2.0. I totally hear you on that. Well, and that's where, so part of the reason why we do use Flex, and Dan gave us some code to control the heights of all of these things. I think he gave that to you now too, right?
Yep, I'm using it everywhere. I'm going back through all of the funnels I've ever built. Like
I know,
adding it in.
I know, yeah. So we are used to using that code too. And again, I don't think that we've added the code in there yet, just because we've been a little bit kind of what we were talking about last time of, do we put the code at the element level, the page level, the style guide level, the, like, so trying to figure that out. We still haven't quite figured out how to optimize that.
Yeah, definitely still a lot to learn and figure out. This is just, so far, we're just using it out of the box. Like, what can we do with what they have given us?
Yeah.
And then when when we have access to more things and maybe the actual funnel builder, and we're able to, because there's not a whole lot of special stuff needed for a funnel hub.
Yeah.
But when we have access to being able to do more things, and they've got some of the bugs worked out, and they've, like you just said, like, oh, we just found where there's a potential place to put in a custom font. Like, we're still finding where we can actually do these things and how to work with it in 2.0, because it's a totally different software. It's a totally different platform. So it doesn't function this exact same way as 1.0. And when we are able to start doing that, and maybe, eventually they're probably going to not care if we are showing the back end. And at that point, we can dive even deeper into like, okay, now how do we start to like manipulate this and make it do other things that we want it to do? So if you guys are in this group and you're here early, if you've been with us, we started this in October. I can't believe how long it's been already, but we started this community in October because, we thought we were going to get it earlier, and we know, that's not happening. But if you stay along with us, eventually we're gonna be able to dive deep and really geek out on this stuff. So right now it feels like, there's we're still staying pretty surface level, but that's because that's all that we really are able to do right now.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
We wrap it up. We will be back next week, I think. I don't think we have any either of us have any conflicts next Friday. So I
No.
think we should be
Yep.
back next week, and we will, I'm going to keep working on, I think I'm going to be able to work in 2.0 a little bit between now and then. So I will have hopefully some stuff to show you guys as well. And we'll just be back with whatever updates or whatever we've built at the time in 2.0 to show off to you guys. Let us know any questions that you have, anything that you want to know. Like if you want us to try something out, test something that you're like, I normally am doing this in 1.0, can it be done in the 2.0? But just keep in mind that we only have access to like the funnel hub and blogs, but blogs aren't quite functioning yet either. So
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you, James, for tuning in live with us. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Sounds
Bye.
good. Bye, guys.